This herd of sheep and goats belong to Dermi. Dermi is a pastoralist mother. She lives in Meadow Kebele of Borana Zone in Oromia region. These small ruminants are very precious assets to her.
Our lives are very much dependent on our sheep and goats. If they don't give us milk and bring income for us, we cease to exist. Their health means everything to us.
Dermi and other pastoralists were not strangers to animal diseases, and veterinary services periodically treated their livestock with preventive vaccinations. But this time, a dangerous disease emerged. Dermi's village was declared a high-risk area for an incidence of a fatal disease called Peste des Petits Ruminants, PPR. This is because her vicinity is not very far from the Ethio-Kenyan border, where small ruminants from adjacent districts as well graze alongside goats and sheep from across the border and water at the same water point.
I heard that a contagious disease has come from Kenya, and it was a big headache for me. Goats and sheep of my village were infected. I saw them releasing watery discharges from their eyes, nose and mouth. They also suffered from diarrhea.
Sometime in 2010, news reached her village from close-by districts that hitherto contagious disease was decimating small ruminants, especially goats. It was distressing information, which loomed darkly over her means of livelihood and the well-being of her children. But Dermi was not alone. She was getting some support from local veterinary services, though not enough to fight back the disease. Everything started changing when the EU Share PPR project was ushered into Dermi's village during 2016. Its target was to prevent and control PPR. The project was financially supported by the European Union and was technically assisted by the UN's Food and Agriculture Organization. As key agents of veterinary extension efforts, the community animal health workers explained to Dermi and people of her vicinity about the nature of the disease and its symptoms. Since the disease was mainly affecting goats, villagers named it Mabareba, which translated could mean that which wipes all.
When our sheep and goats get sick, we get no milk and meat from them. They will not be needed by livestock traders. They also die.
Not long after, tragedy struck. One of Dermi's goats showed signs indicative of PPR, as she was taught by the community animal health workers. Dermi hastened to inform an animal health assistant, who then examined the sick animal and relayed the information to the Yabelo Regional Veterinary Laboratory. The lab professionals arrived at Dermi's village and screened the goat with a rapid pen-side test supplied by the project. Once they ascertained that the disease was indeed PPR, they decided to conduct a targeted vaccination campaign to control and prevent the epidemic from spreading.
We have vaccinated all of the sheep and goats of the district. PPR is no more a headache for us. Right now, all of the sheep and goats are healthy. Livestock owners are reporting that their small ruminants are bringing better income. They are also very grateful to the support of the project.
The PPR outbreak is now controlled and the surviving sheep and goats thrive. Today, Dermi's small ruminants are free from PPR. This intervention has greatly supported in protecting Dermi's livelihood sources.
The vaccination campaign immensely decreased the death of small ruminants due to PPR. It also did a lot of protecting the food and livelihood sources of livestock owners in our district.
After the vaccination, all of my sheep and goats are very healthy. I'm now getting milk and meat for my family from them. They are also much needed in the market.